Could not ask for a nicer day to ride. My goodness. So, guys, a few months ago I did a mod on my Screamin Eagle ventilator intake. I did the external breather, and I just wanted to post back with whatever happened with that. The main bit of feedback I got was, hey, you should have used a catch can instead of the filter. And I knew they were both options, and I just felt like doing the filter. It was about a third the price of a catch can. Not that it was about money. I don't know, that's just what I wanted to do. So what happened? Well, I had checked it from time to time. I didn't see any oil accumulating in the bottom of it, but what was actually happening is the oil was being absorbed into the filter material all around the sides. And eventually it got to a point where it was saturated, and I came home from a ride and there was a little bit of mist on one of the exhaust pipes. So that happened at about 1,800 miles. So now I know that that is about the limit for how long it takes for that to get saturated. So I took it off, just took a second, used the K&N cleaner. After 15 minutes, rinsed it thoroughly. It was pretty much black at that point, but after I got done rinsing it, it was nice and blue like it was when it was new. And then I put it back on, and it's good now. So, the catch can is an option if you want to get maybe, I don't know, 3,000 to 5,000 miles before you have to take that catch can off and clean it out. That's good. For me personally, doing the filter cleaning probably every 1,000 to maybe 1,200 miles, it literally is just so simple. I'm totally fine with that. So that was the threshold for my bike at 18,000, which is about every 3 months. Another comment I got was about the rubber hoses. The rubber hoses that I used for the external part, some people are commenting about those possibly restricting airflow. Look, this isn't scientific, but based on the way the bike rides, there's no restriction of airflow. I mean, if you've seen a stock intake, that's restriction of airflow. And the Screamin Eagle ventilator is got air coming in from all sides, and just take my word for it, there is no concern with that mod impacting the performance one iota. So that's my comment on that. There was a suggestion about, instead of using drill bits, using a step bit, and that's actually a great suggestion. I don't have one of those, and there's been a few times in life where it would help to have one, so maybe I'll grab one of them. Some people asked why I did it on the bike instead of just taking the backing plate off. Well, if you take the backing plate off, you need to clean out the female threads that the bolts go into on the bike, and make them nice and dry, and then clean off the bolts real well, and then Loctite it again, torque it, all that. If you don't get that down right, they will come loose. Ask me how I know. So I didn't want to go through that. Everything was on the bike nice and firm, and it actually worked out having the bike hold that backing plate for me instead of having to hold it with my foot or something like that. So that was, you could do it either way, but that worked out well for me. So all in all, I'm very happy with the mod. I wouldn't change anything really. I would go with the filter element again. But there's all kinds of ways to do it. My previous bike had very tiny little hose barbs, and it had like 1/4 inch hose, or 1/8 inside diameter hose. It was very small, and I could have done that, but I didn't want there to be restriction in that oil mist such that it would go back and impact anything in the breather part of the bike, you know, on the cylinders. So that was how I did it. I'm happy with it. Thank you all who watched it and commented on it. You know, I don't mind a little criticism or anything. And you know, I'll just conclude with my friend Josh, who was riding me for saying Y-shaped T. He's like, dude, there's a Y, there's a T. It's not a Y-shaped T. And so there, Josh. If you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. But it's definitely a good mod instead of having oil going into your cylinder, and that's what we're all trying to avoid. So thank you all for watching and commenting on that. Till next time.